on my face.
G'day guys, Tiny here. No, being a diabetic isn't that bad. There's a lot of things available out there. Just don't get reduced sugar, get sugar free. It's once around the lips, never on the hips. Tastes like crap, but yay. Alright guys, just wanted to tell you what I've been up to, share some information with you guys as always. We've all heard of this no chill craze. People are doing it, some people like the results, some people don't like the results. Some people pay for their water and have to do it, some people don't pay for their water and do it. Some people don't pay for their water and choose not to do it and all that sort of stuff. But I have to pay for my water, it's quite expensive. So if I'm going to run a wort chiller and I'm running water that's coming out of the tap at 30 degrees Celsius, I'm not going to chill my wort down to the 20 degrees. I need to pitch the yeast, and then I've got to go and buy ice, and all that sort of crap is just more expense on a brew day, when really I started brewing, like most of us, to save money. Didn't happen, but spent thousands of dollars more than I would have if I just been drinking beer and been done with it. But that's another story for another video, guys. But guys, the biggest questions that I've been asked is, how do you get the flavour? How do you calculate this properly? How do you get these additions in? You flame out your whirlpool, you do all those sorts of things. How do you calculate all them properly? Well, there are charts out there, guys, and it's like a percentage rate. So, you know, at 90 degrees, I don't know, I'll pull the numbers off head, guys, I don't have a chart in front of me, but say at 90 degrees, for example, you're pulling off, you know, 45% of your isomerization levels, and at 85 degrees, I think it goes down to about 82 degrees, you're pulling off 16%. And over time, in fact, there are numbers and numbers, and I've got a beer in my hand when I brew, so I'm not interested in that sort of crap. I want an easier way. And guys, there's an easier way. I ran a test. I brewed a beer, Calypso single hop, double malt, and side by side used the same starter, used the same fridge, everything was exactly the same, the beers finished out the same, everything was exactly the same except what I did to them. Both of them were no chill. Both of them had hops in the chill, in the cube, in the boil for bitterness. But it was what I did after that that really made an astonishing difference. Now, with this information, I know I can accurately put into my brewing software the 5-minute edition, the 10-minute edition, the 20-minute edition, the whirlpool edition, and know exactly what I'm going to get out of it, and actually get those individual flavours in there, not a blend of it cooling over time. When I do brew Offtap brewing beers, I do all those additions. I knock them down a little from what's in the program. You know, I know my bitterness level isn't set at, say, 30 IBUs. I know when it says 30 IBUs here, it's going to be a lot higher. So I've just brewed beer, tasted it, gone, yep, that was 30 IBUs. It's a little bit too bitter. I'll bring that down to 25, and then I'll hit my mark. So I know just by trial and error, brewing on my system, which is different to all your systems, brewing on my system and working it out to get a good result. Hence, I got a good result. Brewed a lot of beer and drank a lot of beer. But you know, it is hit and miss when I'm trialing recipes, when I'm say, okay, I need to come up with a new recipe to sell. I am running a couple of batches to get it right. First batch you go, yeah, well, that's way too bitter, or that's not bitter enough for us. Yeah, you just got to trial and error it, and then you work it out. Yeah, okay, I know that that's where I want to be because I'm going to get that out of it. Too easy. If there's a better way, that would be awesome. Well guys, the beer I did, the Calypso single hop beer, was absolutely fantastic. What I did, we've all heard of these things before. I made a hop tea. After the beer with the bitterness addition only in it, because we know that hops add bitterness, flavour, aroma to our beers. They also sanitize them. They also put a sanitizing coating on the beer, which keeps it a little bit more safer than without it. I've done boil offs where I've put just plain wort into cubes, and they've just gone rancid real quick. So the hops do sanitize. But the hop tea, guys, all I did was the bitterness in the boil, cubed it up till the cubes were cool. Then when I went to ferment it, I had my yeast starter going, and I got my stove, turned it on with a pot on it, of course. I just lost the plot there, I forgot what I was saying, but yeah. I put a pot on the stove with water in it, a couple of litres of water. And then I threw in some hops when the water was boiling. At 15 minutes, I turned that water off the boil. I poured that straight into my fermenter. And yes, you can make a little chill bath to cool that down really, really quickly. But I boiled it for 15 minutes with the hops in it, and then I poured it straight into the fermenter with the wort in it, which was in the fridge, so it really didn't change the temperature all that much of the wort that was already there. And that was my 15-minute addition of hops. I can accurately put that into my beer software and know that what exactly my beer software is going to, what it's going to impart into there. And the flavour was absolutely fantastic. The other one, I didn't hop tea. I just dry hopped it. Yes, it had a dry hop aroma. Yes, it was a little bit different, a lot different actually. The one with the hop tea was absolutely fantastic. The flavour was right out there. The aroma was there with it. Both beers totally different. It was absolutely phenomenal, and I didn't hop tea that much at all. A big Harley coming. No. Yeah, crutches on his Harley. Yeah, so that addition of that that hop tea really made a big difference, guys. I urge you to give it a go. If you're going to do a no-chill brew, give it a go. Give the hop tea a go. It's only a tiny little extra step. While you're fussing around doing shit, put a pot of water on the stove. I used water, but you could use leftover malt, which is leftover brew, which is what I'm doing today. I've got leftover brew from these cubes here that I brewed last night. I'm just bringing it up to the boil to kill all the germs in it, and then I'm going to pour some off into here, and I'm going to make a massive big yeast starter in here, and the rest I'm going to hop tea. I'm going to hop tea for 2 of these, and the other one I'll make a hop tea up later on for it. So, it's not that big a deal. You can use water, you can put a little bit of liquid malt extract in it, you can put a little bit of dry malt extract in it. Just use plain water. I used plain water and got a fantastic result. I'm about to use this water, this wort, and see what result I get out of it. Alright guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. I'll do my best to answer with all my knowledge that I can, with all my experience, and click the like button. Make sure you're a subscriber of my channel. I do try and put out videos on a regular sort of basis, at least one every couple of weeks or whatever, but I generally like to wait till I've got a fair bit of information to tell you guys, because if I'm going to waste 15 minutes, 10 minutes of your time, I want you to have learnt something the same as what I've learnt from doing my experiments and my playing around in the brewery. Guys, if all I am is a guinea pig for you, I run all the tests, I come up with all this information, then please, feel free, let me be the guinea pig, and let beer make you smarter.
I am the stone that the builder refused. I am the visual, the inspiration that made ladies sing the blues. I'm the spark that makes your idea bright. The same spark that lights the dark so that you can know your left from your right.